Huge. Gun owners, outdoorsmen stood together.
This election, the silent majority spoke and let it be known that they weren't happy with the way the country was going.
This was a movement.
This past election showed that everyone's vote really does matter, and they make a difference in securing our Second Amendment rights.
We've had years of knowing what Hillary stood for, so the grassroots came forward and stood up and said, this is what we want, this is what we stand for in electing Trump.
This was an all or none election in my mind to protect our rights.
The NRA fought day in, day out against all odds.
We have the right to the Second Amendment. We have the right to be heard. We have the right to protect our families, our homes. And if Hillary would have gotten in, we would have lost all those rights.
Today, we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.
It comes down to one word, and that's freedom. That's what it's all about. It's for my children to be free.
George Washington spoke up and said that the people should be well armed.
And that's the ultimate goal of the Second Amendment, allow people to live their lives free from government infringement.
I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down.
Trump, so far, so good in the Second Amendment.
I think that there's no question, and I think our Vice President, Mike Pence, is a strong supporter of these issues, too.
Trump will be there to protect our rights, and that's what's important. He's hearing the everyday man.
The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action.
He just needs to keep up his word and follow through with what he's promised.
Especially with the vacant seat on the Supreme Court, and it was critical that we have a president in place who respects and honors the Second Amendment and will select Supreme Court nominees that feel the same.
We will never waver, and we will never back down. Our time is now.
When Wayne said that time for action is now, I think he's reminding all of us that we may have won a battle, but the war continues, and that war is at every level.
We can't be complacent at this point in time simply because Trump and Pence have been elected. It's a daily vigil.
We've survived a long, tough 8 years from people trying to take our rights away from us. If we don't speak up and we don't continue the fight throughout this next administration, then we'll be in trouble.
While they may be enshrined in the Constitution, without being constantly vigilant and proactive, we're at risk of losing those rights.
Together, we will determine the course of America and the world for many, many years to come.
If you want to remain free and you want your future generations to also remain free, you have to get involved and participate.
NRA is stronger than it's ever been. Keep the hope and keep the fight up.
We showed in 2016 that together we can win. And if people keep up that level of commitment, keep trying, we'll win again.